And welcome to the 103 GBF YouTube channel. I'm Mike Sanders, the Sandman, continuing my series of The Coolest Guy I Know. And in this episode, yet another band guy, another musician, a good friend of mine, Larry Deffendoll, lead vocalist, frontman for Sideshow Romance. Thanks for coming in, man.
Thank you for having me.
Definitely. Let's start by talking about you and your musical career up to this point. You started out as a drummer.
I was a drummer in local bands, Six Hills Giant, and then from there I got out of that band and moved back into the original music area, promoting local shows, using the contacts that I had made in Six Hills and kind of opening the doors to venues that wouldn't normally house original music, Fast Eddie's being one of them.
Right.
Worked with bands like Paradigm and the Cold Stairs, Loco Dobby, and just giving bands a place to play. And then from there it went to Calling Corners and into Sideshow Romance.
Calling Corners is really the first band you fronted full time.
Yes.
Yeah, and that band did a lot of original stuff, mixed in some covers, but you guys were had a wealth of original material that you could go open shows for national acts like at Woody's. I remember you guys doing that quite a bit.
We did a lot of national shows. We played for Papa Roach, Hailstorm, bands like that. It was awesome.
We've already mentioned two bars that have gone by the wayside in the first few minutes of this.
Yeah.
So
sad.
Yeah, Evansville is a sad place for that type of scene, unfortunately, and we're all hoping that improves. But let's get back to the subject. Sideshow Romance. You guys have just put out an EP. You did some recording prior to that, but that was more like singles.
Mm-hmm. We recorded a couple of different singles. One in Orlando with Brett Hessla. Then we moved back towards the Nashville area with Brandon Wooten, and then we had worked with Travis Wyrick previously. Brandon and I had worked with Travis Wyrick previously in Calling Corners. And so we just felt like for what we wanted to do, he was the best fit.
Yeah.
And so it initially started out as a single. We were going to go down and do one song. We were going to do Flood, and then it kind of morphed into an EP, and we released it back in February.
Let's talk a little bit about doing a cover song. Flood by Jars of Clay is the song you covered. How difficult is it for a band to get rights to cover somebody's song and record it?
It's not as hard as it used to be. I don't think there's a lot of internet sites out there geared for that. We used a particular site called Limelight, and you just go on and you basically tell them how many you want to release, how many digital downloads and that kind of thing, and then they determine the cost. You pay the cost, and they take care of the legwork.
That's pretty nice and
convenient.
One-stop shopping.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Talking to Larry Deffendoll. He is the frontman for the band Sideshow Romance. The EP is available. Where can people pick that up?
You can get it at our shows. You can get it on iTunes, Amazon, basically anywhere digital media is available. What
is the next step in the near future for Sideshow Romance?
We have some tour plans coming up, doing shows here and there. We're going to do some spot dates, I think, with Surrender the Fall, and then we're getting ready to release another single, which will be Flood, probably in June. This month or early July. This year's flying.
I know it.
And then we'll just see what happens from there.
And in the meantime, you guys will be playing some shows locally, I'm sure too.
Yeah, we're local every couple of months. We tend to spend more time on the road. Because to us, that's where the money's made.
Yeah. You're really less of a bar band than you've ever been these days.
Absolutely. We still do cover shows, but it's to kind of maintain or keep at bay, I will say, the expenses of being a touring band.
Sure. Well, check out the Sideshow Romance CD, again available on digital platforms everywhere, iTunes, Amazon, etc., etc. And the coolest guy I know, at least episode number 2 today, he's the coolest guy I know. he's a very cool guy. Larry Deffendoll, frontman for Sideshow Romance. Thank you again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for watching the 103 GBF YouTube channel. You might be on my next video. You never know.